In 2004, the Calgary Flames were one goal away from their second Stanley Cup in franchise history. After 60 minutes of regulation and another 20 minutes of overtime, the Flames and Tampa Bay Lightning were still tied in Game 6 of the Cup Final. 33 seconds into double overtime, the smallest player on the ice called the game.
Moved it up the wall, Tullamore went down, Taylor the shot, redirected, score! Game 7! St. Louis! We are going back to Tampa Bay!
The goal kept Tampa alive, forcing a Game 7 showdown, but before he became a Stanley Cup champion, before he won the Hart Trophy, and before he was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, Marty St. Louis was a Calgary Flame, and they let him walk for nothing. Despite elite production at the college level, St. Louis went undrafted in 1993, 94, and 95. Though he had seen NHL contract offers while playing for the University of Vermont, St. Louis rejected those deals and opted to finish his final season of college eligibility. But when he finished his college career, NHL interest had seemingly dried up. Without a contract, St. Louis signed a tryout deal with the Ottawa Senators and was quickly cut. As a backup plan, he signed in the IHL with the Cleveland Lumberjacks, putting up 50 points in 56 games. In February of 1998, the Calgary Flames took notice of his play in Cleveland, calling with a two-way contract opportunity. St. Louis quickly accepted, finishing that season with the Flames AHL affiliate in St. John. In 98-99, Marty got a taste for the NHL with 13 games of action, and in the following season, he became a depth player for Calgary, showing flashes of what he could become with increased productivity at the NHL level. Still, he was largely defined by one thing: his size. At 5'8" and 175 pounds, scouts and executives questioned whether he could survive in the NHL. Contrary to popular views, Flames GM Al Coates and head coach Brian Sutter thought there might be more to St. Louis and actually qualified the option in his contract, which would have seen him come back to Calgary for a third season. But in the 2000 offseason, the Flames fired both Coates and Sutter. Craig Button stepped in, exposed St. Louis in the 2000 expansion draft, and when he was not selected, the Flames quickly bought out Marty's contract. Just like that, he was a free agent, and this time, multiple teams were interested. St. Louis chose Tampa Bay, believing he'd get a real opportunity for ice time, and he was right. Within 2 seasons, Marty became a full-time fixture in the Lightning lineup. By year 3, he broke out for 33 goals and 70 points, and in 2003-04, the height of the dead puck era, St. Louis exploded for 94 points, leading the NHL in scoring. As you already know, he wasn't finished there. St. Louis' Game 6 heroics forced Game 7, where Tampa captured its first Stanley Cup in franchise history as Marty finished second in the league in playoff scoring. 4 years after letting him walk for nothing, the Flames watched him lift the cup, and they haven't come anywhere close to the final since. For Happening Hockey, I'm Tate Laycraft.
And the winner, Martin St. Louis. Thank you. Wow. First of all, I want to congratulate all the nominees and the winners tonight, especially Jerome. I had the opportunity to start my career in Calgary, and I was very fortunate to have a guy like Jerome around. I was a guy getting called up, getting sent down, and Jerome was a guy who would take time and really come over and talk to me, and that really made me feel good. So thanks a lot, Jerome. And I'm really